Mamuina kwaba at the bank as the for nani in concoction, a Mashibi Finity for Chibana, a Mashibi future because a honorable Dr. Kings for Sumanu Babin etnasi at a tree, this is summer course over a EC, a Sreni Abasa. The for a EC chairman, Madame Jane Mensa Sosa etnasi, and so the name to Jana, the majority leader in parliament, honorable Dr. Kwamina Alexander Fenyoma Keso the same to Dra. Samsona the minority leader in parliament as the majority leader, Dr. Keso, at two force no the name to Dra. And I've the running mate for the NPP, Amanyuku, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe on the MP for Menchia South to say the same Kakasu to Dra. No, we now discussing some currently a course away easier catches this year. Then Chebiana, NDC led by a lawyer, a Dusite Macru, a injunction to a regulation or more a Tessano training school on for a NDC Manukunu, anti-Asene, anti-Asochina. Now, once again, ECJ Mensa, another huge bombshell at a NDC Amanukunu, so I tell for any assembly to a crown. A real Wakuti and some Ecoso Honum. It was certainly there, Osha a crowning important Tamania, the idea for a regulation Ecoso Honum, and one by some Kakra. Tinomset and Como Sanso Ashanom the Nama at 2 years 24. Yachi a NDC youth beauty from the same able to say, no, say a NDC Amanukuna Ason Kutupam say, Sa and Yama Sapin sheet na the idea from the Bonoma regulation, it's for never be out to be a set on no say Sa Kofu in a Tomocasana, Bakudina Brassam and Quasam Honum. Now it's for when you can say Barbaka and Senutians and be Pinocchio Como, I cost of Honum Damuina.
Years to be followed. And what the commission has said very clearly is that in terms of our collation, all these processes were not followed. So literally, the collation we expect to take place in some of these places, they actually didn't take place. And once what they did was inconsistent with CI 127 Regulation 43, then the commission has the responsibility to ensure that all the things that were done which were not proper are corrected.
What are some of the things? What are some of the things that were done which are not proper?
What?
Some of the things which were. What are some of the things which were done that are not proper, for which you have to recollate?
For example, in one of the constituencies, I think it's either Okaikwe Central. The declaration was done per the CI. It talks about you put together all the polling station results for each of the polling stations, and you do the collation. In that particular constituency, for example, if my memory serves right, they have almost 141 polling stations. The declaration was done based on either 110 or 111. So literally about 30 polling stations results were not part of the declaration. Apart from that, we also have reports of, I know you've seen the report by our Tema district officer, where the declaration was done even at the Tema Regional Police Command, and it was not even done by the person accredited by the commission to do that. Apart from that, there are other places where it was done at a knife point. So the steps indicated in the law were not followed. And the commission strongly believes that once those things were not followed, then it wasn't the collation we had expected our officers to do. And I wanted to add that in terms of the selection of the collation centers too, all these things were done in consultation with the Ghana Police Administration.
Okay,
so example,
but you hold on, just hold on there for me. Just hold on.
Selected in consultation.
Yes, Dr. Sari, hold on. So this is the same CI 127 that was used for the 2020 elections, correct?
Yes, please. Yes.
When the NDC made a complaint about Techiman South in 2020, your reply was that once it has been done, it cannot be done again. They should go to court.
Yes, something.
Why has that changed?
No, I think something. The contexts are so different. Let's put things in perspective. In Techiman, our officers, the returning officers, our district officers, they did their work. And when they finished, we received a report from them. And the report that came to us and upon our further investigation indicated that they followed the procedure specified in law. In what we are witnessing now, the reports from our officers are completely different from what occurred in Techiman. And as an institution, we think that let's do the right. Once we do the right thing, and people are, let me make something clear. We don't care about the outcome of the election. We don't care who is winning here, who is winning there. What we care about is to protect the integrity of the process. And that process has been clearly specified in law. So the commission has that responsibility to ensure that all the right things specified in the law, they are done. In Techiman, the report that came to us was very, very clear. In this instance, it's not the same.
Okay.
That's why I was asking the question whether you've chanced on the report by our district officer.
Okay,
you can see clearly different from what transpired in Techiman.
Okay. Are you, in your list of the constituencies that you have to recollate, Damango is not one of them, right?
No, Damango is not one of them.
Why not?
Damango, I need to, there was a problem there. And the commission instructed the regional director to take over. So once the commission instructed, the regional director was empowered by the commission to do the needful. And that was actually done.
Okay, so the regional director took the place of the returning officer to do the declaration. Because the commission authorized the regional director to do so. Okay. You mentioned Tema Central. Yes. The person who did it is a returning officer, but from Tema West. Is that it?
Oh, that's not right. It's not a returning officer for Tema West.
But who is he?
It's a staff of the Electoral Commission, but not a returning officer.
Okay, so he's not empowered to do a declaration.
He's not empowered to do a declaration. Apart from he not being empowered to do a declaration, where the declaration took place, the processes, it talks about having two agents, putting all the results together. All those processes were not followed. In
Tesano, where you are putting the results together and having the declaration done, is it being done by the constituency returning officers for those constituencies?
Yes, please. We have all the constituency returning officers. So I think 3 days ago we did Fantia Pamnof. Apart from Fantia Pamnof, we had Suhum and Akutia. And Sawam began, but they couldn't complete.
So the NDC has faulted these processes that you are going through because it points to the fact that you cannot point to any portion of the law that empowers you as a commission to change the rules midway the way you are doing them by authorizing a director to do the declaration.
I've just indicated that CI 127 Regulation 43, which is about...
No, I know Regulation 43.
Everything is there.
Regulation 43 is just about the returning officer and his duties. My question is, if you ask a director to do it, you ask a director in Damango to do the declaration on what authority, which law? That's what they want to know. They want to know on which law we... Because it is the returning officer who has to do it. So why do you ask a director there to do it? At the time, the returning officer was incapacitated. I think you heard our office in Damango was bent down. Mm-hmm. The returning officer was incapacitated. We were told he was hospitalized in one of the hospitals in Tamale, and the process had to continue. And it's the same thing we are doing in Tesano. What came to us was that the constituency collation centers were not conducive for the process to continue. Mm-hmm. So in consultation with the Ghana Police Service, and for security purposes, it was agreed that let's come to Tesano where the police can assure us of security. The accusation you face now, the allegation you face now is that by the processes so far, what the NDC believes has already been declared, you are now overturning them in favor of the NPP, when you could simply say that you could simply repeat what you said to the NDC in 2020, that if any NPP person is aggrieved by the declaration, whether it was done under duress, whether it was done by someone who is not an officer, whatever it is, they must go to court, because court is the only place to resolve that issue. You are not doing that, and therefore you seem to be supporting, aiding the NPP to gain more seats.
I think I made an earlier point that